Hello there guys, this is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena draft video. Just got my butt kicked on Premier Draft Theros Beyond Death. Even though one of my favorite sets, you got to admit, it's not all that well balanced, especially since it was Premier Draft. Everyone basically drafted black, and I faced against some pretty insane opponents, which surprisingly enough, they were also in black. But yeah, so anyways, I have 5k gold. I don't mind just firing off a quick draft Zendikar Rising. Just focus on bots drafts for now, so we don't get completely destroyed while I make back some of the gems that I've lost. So let's fire it off and see how it goes. And pack one, pick one, bot draft, Zendikar Rising, a pretty nice powerful bomb rare. Okay, I do like this card a lot, and I think all the archetypes are pretty good in Zendikar Rising, especially the black-red party deck. This card is definitely very splashable too, but yeah, it's kind of a commitment to black-red party, but it is definitely very powerful, giving all of your creatures Death Touch. Of course, the third ability isn't incredibly relevant, but just being able to cheat out a 4-mana 4/4, just being able to cheat out a 4/4 flying Death Touch haste creature and giving all of your creatures Death Touch is just really powerful. So Zagros, Thief of Heartbeats, is definitely a first pickable bomb. Looking at the uncommons, they're all pretty good. Between Rockslide Sorcerer and Relic Amulet, I guess Rockslide Sorcerer typically, I guess, can be played in any red deck, but most likely going to shine in red-blue. Same with the Relic Amulet. I guess both of these cards are both going to be in the red-blue Wizards deck, so it would be pretty difficult to decide between which one to take here. Maybe just take the Relic Amulet because it's cheaper and has a lot more long-term value and can deal more than 1 damage, but Rockslide Sorcerer is just also really powerful. Umar Wizard, also a nice molded dual-faced card. And then looking at commons, Deadly Alliance, Bubble Snare are both excellent, but would probably still take Deadly Alliance because it kills things. So yeah, pack one, pick one. I think Zagros is definitely the pick here. Of course, he is a commitment to 2 colors, but he's definitely worth committing to and has a lot more long-term value over just taking a solid removal spell like Deadly Alliance. Yeah, I think pack one, pick one is Zagros, and then if this wasn't his pack, probably just take Deadly Alliance to stay open. I mean, yeah, of course, Relic Amulet can have a lot more long-term value than a single Deadly Alliance, but it does require you to commit to the blue-red Wizards archetype. But unlike Zagros, Zagros is just a win condition of itself, and also just gives all your creatures Death Touch. So yeah, I don't mind just forcing Black Red Party, which is a fun archetype. Yeah, I don't know what I'm even talking about. Honestly, the same argument that I'm using of taking Deadly Alliance over Relic Amulet is the same as Deadly Alliance taking Deadly Alliance over Zagros. But I just think these 2 cards have a better long-term value than a single Deadly Alliance, to be honest. But the Deadly Alliance is the much more safer choice, I think. But yeah, let's just take Zagros, move on. Hopefully we can draft the Black-Red Party deck, which is really fun, and then we'll just take a Deadly Alliance. Another nice party payoff card. If Deadly Alliance wasn't his pack, Malakir Blood Priest would probably be my pick here as another nice party payoff. But Deadly Alliance is just solid removal. Have to take the removal spells over the creatures unlimited since they're kind of they get snatched up pretty quickly. And Mirror Captain, also a great party payoff, but not for the Black-Red Party deck. So yeah, easy Deadly Alliance, and Malakir Blood Priest is also quite excellent at common, but we'll just take Deadly Alliance here. And then, well, maybe we can transition into some sort of black-white life gain deck, because there's really nothing else in this pack. We did open up Zagros, and we could still splash Zagros. I mean, I guess we would rather just splash the Attendant Healer, because there's really no mana fixing in black-white, but in red there's the Destroy Your Land spell that helps you splash. But yeah, I guess now we're just throwing a curveball, and this could be a sign that the black-white life gain deck is open, and so we'll see. Some people call this a mythic uncommon. I don't really think it's a mythic, but given how Black-White Life Gain is considered the best archetype in the set, I can see why people say so. So let's take an Attendant Healer, see where we end up. And that Ravager's Mace is fine, although there's a Tazim Royal Mage, Tazim Raptor, which can be pretty decent in the with some Moto dual face lands. Alternatively, I can just take a Blood Beckon, which we can always take up later. I don't really like more than one copy of Blood Beckon, and if I see multiples of these going through a draft and having no choice to, and if I don't have any choice but to pick them, it can be kind of awkward. So, I don't mind just taking Ravager's Mace here. I know it will lead me away towards white since I just took an attended healer, but this is also a sign that Black-Red Party is open. It's a fine card, to be honest, and another decent party payoff since yeah, if you can get a full party going, just giving a creature menace can be quite annoying, so let's try the Ravager's Mace. And Goma Fata Vanguard, what do I think about this card? I think it's a good card. The only problem with this card is that it's just, it kind of commits you to the Warriors deck, the Red-White Warriors, to be honest. So it's not going to be as best in some sort of party deck. Alternatively, there's a Sky Dancer for the party deck, and a Sneaking Guide for the party deck. There's also Core Celebrant, which is quite excellent in the Black-White Life Gain deck. This is probably one of the best white commons in this set, given how it's such an amazing blocker. 4 toughness is kind of like the sweet spot in this set, and then this just being able to generate life constantly is just really strong. So, I mean, just the rest of the common Sneaking Guide, Sky Dancer are alright if I want to commit with to Black-Red Party, but I mean, I'm still open to the Black-White Life Gain deck, and I've been quite impressed by the Core Celebrant, so don't mind still just keeping my options open. I don't know if it's a mistake to do so, but Core Celebrant is just, if we do end up in the Black-White Life Gain deck, can definitely be a house, so let's switch, and I guess we'll just be back in Black-Red Party. Okay, Sneaking Guide, a nice rogue for the Black-Red Party deck. I probably would have taken a Sneaking Guide anyways from the previous pack with the Core Celebrant, since I always tend to take the cheaper one first, and Sneaking Guide is a much more necessary component in the red aggressive archetypes, since there's a T-Pre Ambushers and the Bug Catchers that you don't mind giving unblockable to sneak in attacks. But here I'm just going to take it. Best card out of this pack is Vastwood Surge, but we just don't have any synergy with it. We're not trying to draft a landfall deck or kicker deck. We're trying to draft some sort of party combination in the Mardu colors. And yeah, late Relic Amulets, but again, we're not Blue-Red Wizards. Is there a chance we end up in some sort of Red-Black party deck with Wizards? I mean, this is more focused on Wizards and Instants and Sorceries than anything else, which, you know, is a good card, but I don't think it's a pick here. I don't mind taking a Drana Silencer or even Seagate Colossus as a decent party payoff. Drana Silencer can be pretty good. Seagate Colossus can add some other top end threat to the deck. But overall, I don't mind a Drana Silencer. I think just has a sometimes it just has a nice built-in removal effect, and that can be decent. So let's try it out. Both of them are close, and I'm also a big fan of the Teeter Peak Ambusher, nice 2-drop, especially if you can use a Sneaking Guide and give it evasion. It can eventually be some sort of late game mana sink that can do a ton of damage. Blood Price also in this pack if I want to stay open, but I like seeing a late Teeter Peak Ambusher. And now we can take our Blood Beckon, another Relic Amulet being passed up, so the bots don't know what they're drafting. I think the bots are just kind of insane passing this card so late, because it's definitely very strong. And then, do I want double Sneaking Guide? Don't need to prioritize a second Sneaking Guide. I guess I can just take a late McKinney Ox, which can still be viable if we do end up in Black-White. But for now, I'm going to put Black-White to the other side here, and then I think more likely I do want to stick with our bomb rare being Zagras. So yeah, let's just take a Tormenting Voice and move on. Might even play an Inordinate Rage if I'm aggressive enough. And Haggard Constrictor is not really playable in this type of deck. So is the Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort. Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort. Let me read the flavor text. As with everyone else, goblins believe fortification benefits from as many spiky bits as possible. So I guess there was also Tuk Tuk in Double Masters. So I guess it's the Goblin King that when you sacrifice it, he generates a 5/5. It's a 1/1 that generates a 5/5 when it's sacrificed. That's what it is. Yep, and we'll take a Bug Catcher. Definitely a sleeper in this set. I consider this the second best red common behind Roll Eruption. If you can get a full party, this card can definitely beat down very hard. Has great synergy to Sneaking Guide. Nothing great in black, and nothing great in white. Let's just move on. This pack overall is just really bad. I think pack 1 pick 1 I would take into the Royal. Nimble Trap Fighter is a little bit too difficult to enable, and 1 toughness is pretty bad in the set, given that there's Subtle Strike, Spike Field Hazard, cards like Cinderclasm and Rock Slide Sorcerer, as well as Relic Amulet that can easily deal with 1 toughness. I generally try to avoid 1 toughness, but of course we do have the Sneaking guy in the deck that's 1 toughness, but really just having this is fine enough. As we're like, or only 1 of, since it can just give evasion, which is kind of important sometimes. So let's just take a Bug Catcher. Thortograve, excellent. Yeah, this is definitely one of the mythic uncommons in this set. I think black is overall the best color, since not only did they give black all the great removal spells at common and uncommon and rare, but they also gave him great recursion, and Thortograve is a great payoff for the party decks. I guess this card, even though you could give this a discount for the party, for your part, even though it comes with an upside of giving a discount once you have a few party members, it's still like great if you cast this on turn 6, or if you cast this for 6 or 5 mana anyways, because this is not a card you're looking to cast early in the first place. This is a card where you're just looking to cast once a lot of your creatures die, and then you can just recast this, bring them back on the battlefield, and then re-trigger some entered battlefield effects. So it does have some nice synergy with Drana. Obviously, Sagras is insane if you can bring it back, and then, you know, the Bug Catchers, any Malakir Blood Priest, so easy Thortograve. This card is great. And Thundering Spark Mage, another excellent payoff. Okay, I think I clicked on that too quickly and too hard, but yeah, I think Thundering Smart Mage was a pick here, another great party payoff, and we could also use a wizard in this deck. There was also a Grotog, Bug Catcher, and Spikefield Hazard in that pack. But yeah, definitely take the Thundering Spark Page, and then here, there's nothing great. The best cards like Vine Gecko. Pyroclastic Hellion can have its moments if you pick up some Moto Dual Face lands, but it's a decent curve topper. It deals 2 damage once it puts a land back in your hand, so might not play it, but we'll see. And then here, what do I want? Cinderclasm, better in a more red controlling deck. I think the only red control deck in this set is red-blue. Not a card I want to play in like some sort of a red aggro deck, especially ours, since it can just fry up our own Sneaking Guide, kill our Grotog Bug Catcher if we want to kick it, and Thundering Spark Mage. It can definitely have its moments and can be pretty strong, but I don't think we want it here. I don't really want the Marauding Blight Priest, even though it could be a cleric for the deck. I just prefer the the Malakir Blood Priest, because this just doesn't have synergy. I don't care about just adding a cleric. I don't mind just taking Sky Dancer here, which, you know, is a nice evasive threat, and yeah, gives us another rogue for the party. Let's just take it here. And here's our Malakir Blood Priest, excellent payoff for the party deck. And yeah, if you can assemble like even 2 or 3 party members, this can drain hard. So, nice cleric. And then could just add a warrior, another warrior in this deck, being the Highborn Vampire. Again, we're not going full warrior tribal with the Relic Axe or the Paratactician, so I don't think they're going to be that good in this deck. We also have Ravager's Mace already as a weapon. In case we need a 4-drop warrior, I'll just take the Highborn Vampire. Typically speaking, the Scorch Rider is better, since you have the option to kick it on turn 6 and give it haste. But yeah, overall, let's just take this and move on. And yeah, these cards suck. Could even main deck a Molten Blast, since it has some utility. The fact that it can destroy an artifact can be pretty decent, especially other opposing weapons and equipments. So I don't hate it. Sizzling Barrage can also be playable for aggressive enough, but I do like the Molten Blast sometimes in a deck like this. And do I just take another Sneaking Guide, or do I just take a Blood Price? Don't mind a Blood Price. Could use a bit of value, some card draw, in case we end up flooding in the late game. And I guess I'll take my Sizzling Barrage. Don't think I need a Spitfire Legak. We're not really a landfall deck. Can add value, but just doesn't have any party synergies. Put the Sizzling Barrage in the sideboard for now. And I guess I'll take one anyways, or I can take the Cleansing Wildfire if I want to splash. Sure. And yeah, none of these matter. Okay. We are missing a couple of 3-drops, so we need to make sure the last pack counts. But yeah, could definitely use more 2s as well. Could use some better removal. But we do have some good recursion here in this deck already, so we'll see. And that's a money card to open, but pack 1, pick 1. It's a decent card. 7 mana in the late game. Look at the top 7. and then you can bring a creature card from among them, and if it's 3 or less, it enters with 3 additional 1/1 counters, which can be pretty solid. It's a money card, but overall I don't think it's that great. This pack is also not that great. Could just take a Stonework Pack Beast to enable party. And then, yeah, I think pack 1, pick 1, I would probably still just take Attended Healer since Black-White Life Gain is kind of broken, and this is another nice payoff. But here we're just going to take a Stonework Pack Beast, stick with our red-black party plan. And Roll Eruption, definitely one of the best commons in this set. Great removal spell. Thank God we picked up some Disruption here. And don't mind a Grotag Night Runner. I mean, or just take the Malachor Blood Priest, because we do have a lot of 3s already, or I can just take the Vanquish the Weak. In terms of removal, what do we have? Roll Eruption, Deadly Alliance. So we don't have a ton of removal yet. There's also a chance that Grotag Night Runner can wheel. I guess we have Molten Blast, but even then it's not that great. Or I just take another Malachor Blood Priest for the deck. I mean, there's a chance this could wheel. Yeah, I think I would rather have my first copy of Vanquish the Weak. But if Vanquish was in this pack, I'd probably just take the Blood Priest here, since we do have a decent amount of rogues already. How many rogues? 1, 2, 3. But we are missing some 3-drops, so hopefully one of them wields. Let's just take a Vanquish here to ensure we have some decent removal, and we'll just take a Blood Priest here. Nice party payoff. And could just throw in the random Marauding Blight Priest as just a filler 3-drop cleric, because now with the double Malachor Blood Priest to drain, we can sometimes trigger this, and that can be okay. And it's just a cleric also for the party, so I don't actually hate it. And now this is the upgrade over the Highborn Vampire, but I can still see myself playing Highborn Vampire in this deck. And okay, don't mind Scion. Again, we don't have a lot of life gain, but it can be a decent flyer at the top end, which doesn't suck. Don't think I'm playing 2 Drawn Silencers. Chance I might need a Cliffhaven Kite Sail. And maybe I just cut the other Highborn Vampire, throw in another Scorch Rider. And then I guess I'll take my Legak now. Okay, so I guess so one of the bots was cutting off our parties. Could just throw in another Blight Priest, to be honest, since I could use more 3s in the deck. Okay. Seems like an okay deck. So it seems like we're going to cut the landfall stuff since we didn't pick up any Molotov face cards. So even though I don't mind this Pyroclastic Helly in the deck, it's not necessary, I don't think. We already have the Scion on turn 5. Drawn a Silencer is not bad. I mean, with the Blood Beckoning to get back and some party members, it seems pretty decent. We are lacking wizards in this type of deck, so we have to keep that in mind. Don't mind a removal. Ravager's Mace can also be pretty decent. Let's just move the non-creature spells to the side here. See what we're dealing with. Tormenting Voice might not be necessary. Like, Tormenting Voice might not be necessary because how many creatures are we running? 15. Okay, so I don't think I can afford to cut any creatures if I'm running 15. If I only have 15, since yeah, going below 15 is kind of low, especially for an aggressive red deck. So I think our cuts, where we're looking to cut, mostly I think the non-creature spells. I think Blood Beckoning can function as some sort of card advantage. Same with the Thwart the Grave. Given that we have Blood Price, we might not even need the Tormenting Voice. Like, I don't really want to do the whole discarding thing, to be honest. Inordinate Rage can also have its moments, but with a weapon like Ravager's Mace, we might not need it. The Blood Beckoning, again, pretty good, but I guess we also have Thwart the Grave already as recursion. How much is too much recursion? That's the question. Maybe it might be too much here. I might need the Inordinate Rage as some sort of random pump trick that can help me get across. I don't know if this is a 16 land deck. Probably not. The Ravager's Mace can be pretty decent. How many party members do we have? 5 clerics, 4 rogues, 4 warriors, and 1 wizard. So we're not going to assemble a full party for the most part. If we're lucky enough, we should be able to do X equals 3. So just giving a creature like +3/+0 and Menace can be pretty decent with the weapon. So I don't really feel like we need the Inordinate Rage. It just seems like a mediocre pump trick. While like the Blood Beckons can be pretty nice. along with like the Thundering Spark Mage. Same with the Thwart the Grave. Blood Price 2 can just function as a removal spell as well. And given our lack of removal, not too much removal, I don't mind just running the Molten Blast in a deck like this. So this is kind of like our value cards in the late game, and then these are kind of like the removal spells. So I don't hate it. We also have drawn a Silencer that can function as removal, and I feel like this is a 17 land deck, to be honest. Or this is a mana sink. I guess this is a mana sink, so I don't mind running to 17. Yeah, we do have like a Blood Price for card draw. Blood Becking we don't mind kicking on turn 4. Thwarts might be a little bit expensive. We might even kick a Roll Eruption too if we have to. So I don't mind 17. If I want to run 16, I'd probably just throw in the spare supplies in the deck. I could also consider Cliffhaven Kitesail over the sword, to be honest. But we have some evasion with the Sneaking Guide. And the sword can be pretty nasty sometimes, just forcing the opponent in an awkward double block. And we do have double flyers already to help us close out, so might not need the Cliffhaven Kitesail. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's see how it goes. How about Rakdos Partey? A little bit cheesy there, but you know what I mean. And then slightly favoring black, so like 9/8 seems fine. Yeah, let's try this deck out. Seems good. We don't have too much ways to drain the opponent, but again, I just want some clerics in the deck. And even then, like the Scion is just a 5-mana 3/3 flyer. So we'll see. And opening hand, we can drop the Bug Catcher. Just need black mana. We're on the play though, so yeah, I don't want to risk it. I think we gotta keep on the play. Do have more black than red mana, so hopefully we eventually get soon, and we did. Right. We can leave with the Bug Catcher, play the Light Priest next turn, and then once we pick up our Malakir Blood Priest to start draining, that can be quite nice. Opponent also lost 2 life just playing that, so don't mind it. Black-white life gain, poor Celebrant, pretty annoying. I can just attack and use Molten Blast to finish it. Alternatively, I could just play the Scorch Rider, which also seems okay since it can attack past the 1/4. But yeah, probably a broken black-white life gain deck from what I'm seeing. I could also just play out the Scion and take it slow. I think I'll take it slow here, just to be mana efficient. Like, of course I can take out the 3/2 and hit for 4, but it's fine just taking it slow here. Now he has a Shepherd. Okay, so now I need some life gain to grow the Scion. Yeah, that's really annoying. Thundering Spark Mage is excellent. I guess I have how much? 3 party members? Huh. I would like to take out this 3/4. Maybe it's fine just Molten Blasting the 3/2 and attacking for 4. Or I can just Thundering Spark Mage it and then... Nah, let's just Molten Blast now. I think it's almost like using the Thundering Spark Mage, but the fact is Molten Blast just isn't good. So I might as well use it right away and then just attack for 4. And I could just bring back my Bug Catcher. Actually, no, I still need a Rogue here to deal 4 damage, so... Oh yeah, I also don't have any rogues, too many rogues in this deck. Actually, this is my only, yeah, I think I need to kill the Blight Priest now. Relic Vial, also pretty broken. Ooh, Malakir Blood Priest, that's looking good. Yeah, I guess I don't hate the Malakir Blood Priest, or I can just Thundering Spark Mage, kill the 3/2 before he taps out. Maybe I'll just do that. I mean, he's slowly draining me, but honestly, I have more cards, more ways to recur my creatures, and I also have my own Blood Priest that can drain. The Blood Beacon can function as some sort of nice value engine, being able to get back my stuff. Okay, Pack Beast. At least he does. At least I don't lose a million life here. And then yeah, I guess I'll just Blood Priest here. Drain. And also grow my Scion, and then I can also just attack with the 4-3 and the 4-4. I don't mind trading for the 1-4 here. Yeah, let's trade for the Core Celebrant. It's pretty annoying. And he's also tapped out, so this is great. And I can also just kick the Blood Beacon. Do I want to, though? I can kick a Scorch Rider next turn. That can actually be a thing. Alternatively, I can wait until maybe my Scion dies, and I can kick and get back. Pretty interesting here. Yeah, let's just kick it. Let's get greedy. And I can also have Thwart the Grave to get back the Thundering Smart Mage and Scion if they get answered, so I'm in a decent position too. And I have my own Malachor Blood Priest now. Yeah, I just need the Warrior here. No, I guess I can just play Scorch Rider and Blood Priest, although I'd rather just kick the Scorch Rider. I guess he can sack and draw a card. Huh. Do I want to lose my Warrior? I guess I have the Bug Catcher for next turn. Let's just kick this. And I don't mind just swinging all. Let's see. If I swing all, let's say he kills my Blight Priest. He jumps to 4-4. He takes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But he still gains life, so I think it's fine just attacking with these two and not risking too much. He's probably going to chump and sack. More likely than not. We still get in for 4, which is nice. And then next turn, I can play out the Bug Catcher and Priest and drain him for a ton. So the Black-Red Party deck is also quite fun, I think. Definitely not as broken as the Black-White Life Gain deck, but still, still very good. Guess with a full party already, I can just cast this, but I might as well just play the Bug Catcher first in case he tries something here. He's holding priority the Relic Vial, I think. So let's see, I attack with all. He needs to chump to 3-4. He can block here, but yeah, I think we can attack with all. We should be fine. Unless he has some sort of removal spell. I think we go for it now. Okay, that's annoying. So now he can do a value trade, a value block here. Okay, he's trading, that's fine. Yeah, that's not good for me. But he's also out of resources, so I just need to top deck some good stuff here. Soft consumption is annoying. But this is going to be 4 powered, so I should be able to trample attack past this. And Ravager's Mace is excellent, okay. Yeah, I guess I don't mind just trading here. Yeah, he can chump and stack, but this is going to trample, so it doesn't matter. I think we got him here. Yeah, the Core Celebrant, definitely one of the best white commons in this set, especially in the black-white life gain deck is really annoying. But we got there. And we can still trample over, even though he's stacked, so Bug Catcher doing some nice work. Yep, Black-Red Party. I think Black-Red Party could just be my favorite 2-color combination in this set overall. It's just so fun just being able to drain the opponent and then, yeah, just getting a full party going. Okay, we can leave with a Stonework Pack Piece, flash out the Nama Sky Dancer, and then maybe drain them, we'll see. I do want to assemble a full party, and hopefully we don't face against the same black-white life game bullshit. Might just actually leave with the Marauding Blight Priest, I don't know. Ooh, this could have been great on turn 1. Yeah, let's just leave this pack piece. This has a chance to give us a full party eventually, so that should be quite fun. Poor Celebrants. Why does everyone play this card? I guess it's really that good. So I can 1-drop, 2-drop, or just flash it in the Mana Sky Dancer. Or play the Blight Priest. Nah, I want to get a full party. Let's just say go. This can count as our warrior. Okay, Attended Healer. Sure, he's just gonna crap out cats. I can also just double block the 1/4 if he decides to attack with it, so he doesn't have like a way to gain life constantly. I'm hoping he attacks actually. Yeah, I actually don't mind him attacking. Now we can, I guess we can try to maybe kill him with Zagras instead. I could Sneaking Guide into Blight Priest here, or just play out the Marauding Blight Priest. I guess I'll play the Blight Priest, and then do a little bit more damage, even though he's gaining life anyways. I can Zagras next turn, or just do it later. But I should have a full party once I play the Sneaking Guide, and I can start draining him the Blood Priest, and that should be pretty strong. Okay, he's just gonna keep gaining life, but I mean, luckily he can only make 1 cap per turn, but this is also very annoying. The 1/4 is just really good. I presume there's a practice tactics here, so that's why he's attacking. Or not. So yeah, let's just do it. Assemble our full party. Waiting for him to use his removal spells here, so then my Zagras can get in eventually. Okay. I would love to refuel the Blood Price, so I think Malcure Blood Priest has to go. It's a little bit annoying, but yeah, I definitely need the Blood Price to refuel. And I also have Thwart the Grave to get back my creatures, so I don't really care that much. The only thing I'm hoping is that he doesn't lock down my board with... I could just play Zagros here. Yeah, sure. I'm hoping he doesn't Binding the 4/4. I don't have a sack outlet to get it back. I'm hoping he just Deadly Alliances it kills it, so then I can eventually just find my recursion spells to get back, but we'll see. Everyone wants to draft this deck. It's so annoying. It does make me happy, though, drafting a black-red and beating these opponents. For the most part, it's really annoying. Core Stubborn's already a card that's stopping my entire board, and then the only way I can win with is like with evasive threats. You could just have a practice tactics to take out my 4/4 if he decides to block it. Ooh, Scorch Rider. I think I'll move the combat. And I'm fine if he wants to practice tactics and take out Zagros, because it's still going to result in the 2-for-1. And, yeah, he only has one party member. I'll probably see a practice tactics here, and then I can maybe find Recursion Spell to get back eventually. Sure, it's still a 2-for-1. And he's also running out of resources, so now let's just Blood Price. Find our stuff. Royal Eruption, excellent. And then I'll get a land, finally. We're running 17 lands, so keep that in mind. I still have a Blood Beckoning and Thwart to get everything back again. Are you fucking serious? Okay. Well, that's very fun. Main decking 2 Mind Drains and then just gaining a million life. That's really fun. Yeah, that's just so brutal. Main decking 2 Mind Drains. Are you kidding me? With me missing my land drops. Guess I'm using the Sneaking Guide since I might as well. I'm not playing the block. Sure. At least he's using his removal. I don't mind that. Maybe I should have given the Stonework Pack Beast evasion instead. So yeah, I was mana screwed, so now it's most likely I'm just gonna end up flooding here because yeah, those were I mean, I guess I bought him 3 lands, so 2 lands. But still, I have a lot of lands left in the deck. And yeah, he just Mind Drained me twice, which isn't great. Yeah, I guess I'll just do this instead here. Finally take out this Attended Healer, so he can stop making cats. He might use a Shajiri's Shelter here. But I'll just go for it, because why not? And then now we can maybe leverage evasion to win the game. I mean, he does have a lot of life gain, of course, but I can still hit for 2. He can't make any more cats. This 5/4 is annoying. Okay. Maybe we need some sort of Malakir Blood Priest to... Not Blood Priest, maybe need Thwart the Grave to deal with this. Might even have to chump eventually, but yeah. Blood Priest, sure. Might just double block this, to be honest. Blood Beckoning, excellent. So now we can kick back, getting back Zagros and Malakir Blood Priest. And now I can even just cast Zagros, to be honest. And attack for 4. That's what you get from Mind Rotting me twice. I'll just get everything back. Maul, okay. Adding insult to injury, I can't deal with the Maul unless I Molten Blast, and I use it already, so I can't deal with the artifact. So I probably need to win via evasion here. Or life drain. You can attack for 5 and just move the weapon. Yeah, broken black-white life gain deck and even had mind drain with it, so that's pretty fun and interactive. Maybe I need some sort of creature that can pump itself. Maybe I can top deck a Teeter Peak Ambusher and go from there. Ooh, a Ravager's Mace, that's even better. And with only 1 white and 1 black, I guess he could have a Kabir's Takedown to answer it. But yeah, this is a lot of damage. I mean, the Kabir's Takedown could take out the evasive creature anyways, so... he would need a Kabir's Takedown here. So yeah, I guess he needs to swing out with the team, and I should have enough decent blockers to deal with him, so... can do some chomps, can make some reasonable blocks and trades. Wow, we even got that. That's what you get, opponent, for being a white-black life gain forcer. I should give a nickname to these people who only draft black-white and can't draft anything else. He even mind drained me twice when I used the blood price, and yeah, but managed to blood back and get back Zagras, and I need a weapon to help me close out. So that was yeah, pretty interesting match. I wasn't expecting to win that one, to be honest, but yeah, he even main decks Dreadworm in a black-white life gain deck. I don't really think Dreadworm is great. Sometimes in the black-white life gain deck, you can just play a million core Celebrants and just run away with it. Even that common is just such an annoying card to deal with, but if you're going to force black-white life gain and everyone else is going to draft it, you're bound to have a more mediocre version. Okay, here, not bad. We can Bug Catcher into Blood Priest. We have some removal spells, a decent 4-drop, so it seems fine. Could leave it a Teeter Peak Ambusher, but I think the Grotag Bug Catcher will hit harder if he doesn't have anything to play. We only have a Warrior for now, so I don't mind just draining for 2. And besides, again, I can recur my Blood Priest. Is this another black-white life gain deck? It might just be. Why does everyone want to draft this? Like, I know it's the best, but, like, can anyone be more open-minded? Okay, so he just passes. That's good news. I might as well just play out the Blood Priest now to reduce the party cost for Zagras. We might even cast him next turn. So yeah, there's no 1/1 instant. There's no instant speed here for triple white that makes creatures or tokens, so I'm fine just attacking. There's Kabira's takedown, but he needs some creatures, and Nahiri's Binding. It's still like 3 mana, so yeah, I'll attack for 3. It might not, still might not run Zagras out because it could run into the risk of Nahiri's Binding. So I might just play out the Scorch Rider instead. Okay, I'm definitely going to roll Eruption that for sure. Or just play out Zagras and attack with both. Is that more risky, or... I mean, this is a pretty good target for Roll Eruption, but... he could just trade here too. Nahiri's Binding would be pretty annoying. But I say we go for it. Like, we're not cowards. He needs to trade here, I think, because this is just too much damage. He's going to be down to 5, and then I can roll Eruption and eventually just kill him. If he takes it here, it's going to be pretty interesting. Bugcatcher doing a lot of work, just being able to tramp over and take out his creatures. Already down to 6. Okay, so now he needs an answer to Zagras. Probably needs to spend his whole turn using a Nahiri's Binding, and then we can play the Scorch Rider. Eventually just get in some damage and just roll Eruption his face to close out the game. See a Binding here? Yep, knew it. And hopefully no 2-drop. But he brings a 2-drop, of course. Yeah, might as well trade off this 2-drop. Like, I don't really care. He's just trying to save his life, and then we can still play the Scorch Rider, which is going to hit down hard as well. Play land in case we need to haste it out. And there's no Mind Rot in white and green, so I don't have to worry too much. I can always eventually find Thwart the Grave to drain the opponent, and then roll Eruption his face for lethal. Turn Timber, okay, that's a nice one. Guess I'll attack for 4 anyways. My Vanquish won't answer this, so I'm fine with the trade. I mean, this is a pretty decent trade. He's trading down 5-drop into a 4-drop. And if he takes it, that's also fine with me. I'm hoping he takes it here, so then I can play out the second one, and then he's forced to block. Hopefully no stupid +1/+1 with the Vastwood Fortification, otherwise I probably need to roll Eruption this. But then I can just play out the Teeter Peak Ambusher. He probably has the Vastwood, no he doesn't. Okay, play out the second one. And all my creatures have Death... I guess if he has the Fortification, all my creatures have Death Touch, since Zagras is still on the battlefield, so I guess I don't have to worry about that either. And I also don't mind my creatures in the graveyard. I can just bring them back with Thwart the Grave, Bloodbeckon, etc. So yeah, this deck doesn't mind using 17 lands since we do have some expensive recursion going on. Kazandu Stomper, okay. I can still attack with the 4/4 because this has Death Touch. And this is a decent trade for me. And then I can also play land since I can pump this twice next turn, so that's great. Also can keep up Vanquish. Probably gonna wait until I find, I mean, I guess I can just attack with both, pump once, and then roll Eruption him if he doesn't play anything. I mean, if he doesn't play 2 creatures here, I could see a fight spell, maybe a Rabbit Bite. Yeah, he probably has a Rabbit Bite or a Colony Ambush here. But I mean, if it's Colony, this has Death Touch, so it'll die. So he needs like a Rabbit Fight to deal with this 4/3. Tazim Raptor, I can just vanquish that. Fine, letting this go. And then he might just play a 4-drop that I'd rather vanquish instead. Because a 2-2 really isn't even a good blocker against this. Okay, I don't mind taking 6 if he wants to deal 6 to me. This is a fine target to take out with the vanquish since he has 3 power. I'm hoping he just attacks here. But he doesn't, of course. And I can also just Molten Blast him. The 2-2. And then attack with both. Pump. And then kill next turn. And he'll probably trade for the 4-4. But then I'll pump my Teeter Peak Ambusher. So yeah, Zagras, even if he Nahiri's Binding, isn't all that great. Do I even need to pump? Not really. Finally, a deck that isn't the black-white life gain deck. So, yeah, I appreciate the opponent for not drafting black-white life gain. With attended healers, of course. I think the first 2 opponents had like double core celebrant and attended healer, and then it was just really, really annoying. But we still managed to get there. Sometimes you just grind them out with card advantage. Okay, opening hand. We're on a draw. Not an amazing hand. So we do need to draw into some action, I think. Molten Blast can maybe deal something early. We have a Deadly Alliance. But we do have both our colors and Thwart. I mean, what the worst case scenario is we don't find anything and they Mind Rot us again. I think I'll risk it. Another black-white life gain deck, please. Please no. Okay, red-white, not as bad. Probably just take 3 here, and hey, that's not a bad card. But it's gonna take me a while. I guess I can maybe take 3, and then if he plays like a 2 toughness creature, I can take this out instead, and then Thundering Spark Mage kill the 3/1. Ambusher, okay, that's a nice curve out. Mercury Blood Priest, that's not bad. Do I want to play out the Blood Priest? That's the question. Or do I just want to Molten Blast? I feel like it's better to just Molten Blast, use 3 mana now instead of 2. Because either way, if I'm going to play the Blood Priest, it's going to, he's still going to have 2 creatures, and we're still going to take 3 damage from at least one of these. Now, Relic Axe is annoying. Okay, at least my Blood Priest can maybe, get played, and I can deal with this. Maybe next turn, hopefully he doesn't attack with a 5-2, only attacks with a 1-3, and then I can Spark Mage getting rid of the 5-2. Pretty risky attack. This does imply something. I think I block. Okay, so I mean, at least I ate the Inordinate Rage, so it's not that bad. I just take 3, so not the worst case scenario, but still not great. Now I can play Bug Catcher, or just Spark Mage and use as a 2-2. I mean, it's going to be a pretty sad Spark Mage, but I might just have to do it here. Just so it can hold off the 5-2. And we can say go. Hopefully he runs out of stuff. But this is a pretty sad Spark Mage. It could have 2-for-1 the opponent. Are you telling me he's going to use a Hiri's Binding on it? Okay. So I probably need a land to stabilize, but I'm taking 8 down to 1. Yep. The opponent got me here. Vanquish. I guess I can't. If I have one more land, maybe I can Vanquish and chump, but it's not happening, so. Okay, that was a nice one. At least it wasn't Black-White Life Gain deck. I'd rather lose to Red-White Aggro than Black-White Life Gain. Since at least Red-White, I mean, sorry, not Black-White, but yeah, I'd rather lose to Red-White Aggro than Black-White Life Gain, because at least Red-White isn't trying to do the whole Core Celebrant bullcrap and sit behind like a wall of toughness while you just play creatures or trigger. It's actually trying to actively attack you, and you have to make decisions whether or not what type of creatures to attack. Okay, this is also questionable keep, but we do have 2-drop, maybe draw into Molten Blast and the Thundering Spark Mage. I'll risk it here. At least not turn 1 crab. Or maybe it's second main crab? Nope. Demir, supplies, okay. At least he gives me time to set up my Bug Catcher. And my 3rd land drop is excellent, so that's looking good. Question is, do I drop the Blood Priest or do I just Molten Blast whatever he plays? Probably Molten Blast, depending on how high the toughness is. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Now I guess I'll just drop the Blood Priest to have a party member in case he plays a 2 toughness creature. Pretty unexciting, but that's fine. You just set up the Spark Mage somehow. So hopefully he doesn't Mind Rot me like out of nowhere late in the game. I guess I can Molten Blast this. Or I can just play out the Scorch Rider and then Molten Blast maybe next turn. I could see the 1/1 Flash creature come in. So, let's just play out the Scorch Rider, I think. And then if he Mind Rots me, I'll probably ditch the Silencer and the Swamp. Not going to attack because he has a 1/1 Flash guy that can ambush, and I don't want to run into that, so yup, knew it. I think he just wants to do that to enable my graveyard. Just the land and sneaking guy, not a big deal. It is a rogue though, but I don't care. Blight Priest, okay. Let's move to combat. Fine attacking for 4 if he tries something. Okay, Glacial Grasp. In response, I can destroy the artifact, or I can just play out the Blight Priest. I think I'm fine destroying the artifact here. Hopefully no Shell Shield. He's probably going to activate, which I'm also okay with. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Sure, I guess that's not too bad. Ooh, Thwart the Grave gone. I do have Blood Beckon though. Maybe I'm fine just sending this. Might need the extra party member though. I guess I have another priest anyways with the Marauding Blight Priest, so a trade is fine. hopefully he doesn't mind rot me. Yeah, losing the thwart feels bad, just because I could have brought my Scion in back as a flyer. And a second Relic Golem, okay. Although there's Zagros now, which maybe is my only win condition. I guess now my creatures have Death Touch with Zagros, so... Oh, that's nice. I guess Zagros is a nice combo with the Spark Mage, so now I can kill the Relic Golem with just a Thundering Spark Mage, and that's pretty cool. Okay, not bad. As long as he doesn't kill Zagros, I should be pretty happy here. Could see like an Into the Row keeping up to answer Zagros. So I might just attack with Zagros next turn. He's probably just going to try to mill me maybe, so maybe I just attack with both of these and then hope I get lucky. He might just mill and then just attack. Yeah, he's probably just going to mill and attack me here with one of them. Although he's probably going to take more damage than me in the meantime. I could just attack for 4. Maybe his game plan is just to mill me at this point. Roll Eruption. Yeah, let's just main phase this. I don't have time for this bullcrap. He could bounce Zagros, of course. In that case, if he does, I can just still attack with the 4-3. And still offer a trade, which I don't mind. I'm totally fine with this trade. Maybe, hopefully he doesn't top down counterspell. I mean, this is only 2 cards. Do I actually play around 2 cards here? I don't think so. So I might just play out Zagros anyways next turn and try to hit for a 4. I'm hoping he doesn't counter me. Cleric, okay. Who cares? Shadow Stinger, who cares? Let's see. Can I Blight Priest and play Zagros? No, I have to play Zagros. And I think I'm attacking for sure. I think his own game plan now is just to mill me to win. I can always just trade for the Shadow Stinger. I can -3/-3 on maybe the 1/4. Hopefully no removal. I'm going to be pretty upset if he has removal. I mean, he needs to top deck something really good here. And he still has lands in this deck, so... Stonework Pack Beast, not bad. Yeah, I think we're just going to move to combat and see what's up. Mill again, sure. Now I can set up like a team stuff. And then next turn I can set up a nice silencer that can take out the 1/4 stalker, or because I do have roar, or I can just attack him for 4 and just use Royal Eruption. Like, that's also pretty reasonable. But you could also have a counter spell like Negate, because you never know what people main deck in these games. Blood Beckon, okay, let's move to combat. Probably has something. I mean, he just drew 3 cards, so... So I'm assuming he doesn't have a negate, so I'm probably just going to roll Eruption here, and if it doesn't resolve, I'll just Blood Beckon. Maybe getting back the Blood Priest, but we got him. Sweet. Zagros, Thief of Heartbeats, powerful bomb. Yep. 4-1, let's keep this going. So we just destroyed 3 control decks so far, 1 mid-range landfall deck. But yeah, Black-Red Party, decent way to face. Now it shows that how aggro can be really effective in this set. I guess it's Zagros that really got us there against the control decks, but yeah. It's definitely possible to beat a very controlling deck in this set with an aggro deck, so... Okay, we can flash in the Sky Dancer, we're on the play, Roll Eruption, Molten Blast. I think it's an okay keep. And we're currently 4-1. Swamp, okay. Another maybe black-red, not black-red, black-white life gain deck. Next turn I could just main phase the Sky Dancer, okay, there you go. So probably see a feed, okay. Sure, and probably see a Core Celebrant afterwards. Definitely worth feeding the Bug Catcher because it'll just get out of hand. Although, I think I'm fine with just Molten Blasting this. It doesn't really matter which one I flash in first. I guess if I flash this in, this has kind of like a pseudo haste. So I guess that's not bad, and now we can deal 2 damage to this while we get in for 2. Yeah, you definitely flash it in end of turn just to have the pseudo haste ability to get in for 2. Liked how I milled the Core Celebrants. Yep, it's another black-white life gain deck with a million Core Celebrants, but at least the opponent's running Feed the Swarm, so he's losing life. So I don't mind him using Feed here, and I can even Blood Beckon eventually. Let's just play out the Teeter Peak Ambusher. Just need to Blood Beckon maybe, I can actually just Blood Beckon for 1 next turn, but again, I'd rather just kick. Okay, that's a broken card. It's probably going to follow up a Cleric here, Mind Carver. Hoping there's no Shijiri Shelter, because I'm definitely going to answer this right now. Could just attack first. Yeah, let's attack first. Yeah, this card can be quite insane if it goes unanswered. You have to take it out. And I could just Blood Beckon now. No, well, we can wait till next turn. I can still just Blood Beckon, gain back like the Bug Catcher. If he's just going to play Land Pass, I'm going to be quite happy. Shepherd, we can just Deadly Alliance, hopefully. Yeah, let's just Alliance this thing. He could also have his own Blood Beckon, getting everything back. And that's usually what happens anyways in, like, black decks, because they have so much recursion going on. Okay. It's probably going to equip, which I'm fine with. And I can even take it out, the Thundering Spark Mage too. Sure. Probably has something for 2 mana. I mean, this is still going to deal 1 damage, even if he deals my Ambusher, so... Don't hate this. Probably has a Practice Tactics. And now I just vaporize this entire board. I can just start deploying my creatures and pressuring him, so... As long as he doesn't have a Thwart the Grave, I think I should be okay. Worst case scenario would be like a Thwart the Grave out of nowhere. Move to combat. Probably vanquish the Teeterbeak Ambusher or something. Now you can see kind of the downside of Feed the Swarm. It is definitely a good common, but the fact that you lose a life when you use it to kill something is definitely a bit of a drawback sometimes. Doom Hunter kicked. Could just kick my blood back in, but nah. Maybe think I'm just fine. I think I'm just fine developing the board. Just play a 3-2 that can attack past this. And yeah, this should be lethal if he decides to attack, so I think he's forced to stay back. There's only 5 cards in my graveyard, so this is still 4-3. And he's pretty much forced to stay back in this scenario. I could just attack with both of these, since the tier peak might be more useful. Or although I could just attack with all. He goes to 8. Yeah, let's just swing in all. And hopefully he doesn't have some sort of weird removal spell at instant speed. Because I can still pump and use a Stonework Pack Beast. I can pass priority. If I do I miss out on damage? Yeah, I guess I do. Let's just pump. Probably has like a Vanquish or something. But this trade is fine here. Or Deadly Alliance. Okay. Alright, that's annoying. But he's still kind of on the back foot, I think. Because this 4-3 will still... Because I still have like a lot of damage coming in. And then land, drawn a Silencer for X equals 4 was... It's just game here, so... Yeah, draw a Silencer. I typically don't like this card, but in a party deck, it can be a decent curve topper. Just having one copy and a couple of ways to recur, like Thwart the Grave and Blood Beckoning can be decent. Obviously better in a deck with Thwart the Grave, but if you don't have Thwart, it's not that great. So yeah, 5-1, let's keep this up. We get to beat up those black-white life gain decks. The reward is pretty abysmal with Quick Draft. I think I'm just going to get like 950 gems and a bunch of booster packs. That should be enough for a Premier Draft. Hopefully I don't flunk on. Sneaking Guide on 1 is not bad. I'm on the draw. I have a Vanquish, Scorch maybe on 4. I think it's okay. Be nice to top deck a 2-drop maybe. Any 2-drop. Okay, green-red, the landfall deck. I mean, party can be a sub-theme of any 2-color combination in my opinion. Even white, even green-red can do the whole party thing. But the landfall thing is a little bit more limiting since it's best in the Naya colors. Okay, that's a good 2-drop. Let's just get in there. Already 3 damage. And we have Vanquish next turn, and we also have a Deadly Alliance for 3, which is excellent. Boom, Hellhound. Not very good at blocking. Even a Skyclave pickaxe, I don't think I care about this too much. Yeah, I really don't care about this, although it could be really annoying. This will hit for 4, so maybe we just Vanquish it now. Since now he needs to spend a mana to equip the Skyclave pickaxe. Which is 3, which is going to be a lot, so yeah, definitely ruin his turn. GOP, pretty strong. I actually don't mind just trading it, to be honest. Yeah, let's just trade it. I mean, because we're gonna win the race anyways, I think, so could play both, could just play Scorch Rider, maybe disincentivize and attack. Now let's just play both. Get the full party going, so we might just cast Deadly Alliance for 1 black. So if we top deck a red source, that would be great, so then we can like a land, we can Deadly Alliance and just Scorch Rider. Maybe he has a pump trick. May I just take it here? Honestly, I don't care. Probably has a pump trick. That's why he's attacking into a 1-3. Like, this attack does not make any sense in theory, especially since I'm the one like on the beatdown and dealing way more damage to him. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so this is great. What I can do now is I can cast the Scorch Rider. And yeah, we got him. We had Deadly Alliance for a single black. That's quite absurd. Okay, let's move on to the final boss. Take him out quickly and then do an overview of this deck so I can showcase how good I am at doing bot drafts, since I totally flunked doing Premier Draft Throne of not Throne of Eldraine, Premier Draft Theros Beyond Death, and lost a million of my gems. But let's do the final boss and let's not waste any more time. But yeah, keep this in mind if you're drafting Zendikar Rising. The party mechanic is a lot more emphasized within the commons. I mean, there's definitely cards that benefit you for doing landfall at common, but the party decks you can pretty much do with any color combination, even the Naya colors. And the landfall decks obviously want to be mostly in Naya or green. Like, I guess you can still go green-black and green-blue with a bit of a landfall synergy, but mostly the Naya colors want to emphasize that a little bit more. We're on the play. I have to keep this, unfortunately, because mulliganing is too risky on the play. We have a Nama Sky Dancer on turn 3, and if I get lucky, I'll top deck a Mountain, but if not, it's still okay, I think. Mountain? Nope. Okay. Alright. Guess we'll flash this in end of turn to give it pseudo haste. Scythe Cat. Pretty annoying. But I think I'm forced to flash this in. Rasa Root Grazer, that was a nice mill. I guess I'll keep this back because there's a chance that, yeah, I don't really want to, I mean, if he attacks, it's going to be a little bit suspicious. I guess it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's fine. I guess by keeping this back, I force him to use the Angel Heart Protector. Light Blade, okay. Okay, land is good. So now what I can do is I can Scorch Rider. I think I need to Roll Eruption this away. And although I could be mana efficient with the Growth Tog, but with the Deadly Alliance, I feel like just dealing 3 here is good, and then the Deadly Alliance we can save for something larger. And we have plenty of party members to deploy, so I don't mind that. That's a card I don't mind killing. I don't mind trading. This is a good trade, and then even though this might cost 5, it's okay. Or I can just kill it now. So if I play this next turn, this is going to become 4. I guess there's a chance this could be a 3 cost. But is it worth taking 4? Probably not. Let's just kill it. Like, I could definitely give a reduction, but I think I need to get rid of this. Otherwise, it's just going to be very annoying, and I'm going to take too much damage. Okay, Raptor is reasonable since it's not even a big body. Okay, Scale the Heights, a 3-3. So do I trade for this? I actually don't mind trading for this, because there's a chance that I can just thwart the grave and get everything back. But I guess now it's better to just Bugcatcher into maybe Scorch Rider. And I can even attack with 2 of these ground creatures next turn and see what's up. It's another Ox. Okay, so this is a better target to get rid of. Spark Mage can do X equals 2. That's not enough. I think it's fine just playing this out here, and I could just attack with the Bugcatcher here since I have a Warrior, and this is going to attack for 4. And if he wants to use a Death Toucher to... Oops. Yeah, that was a bad play. I forgot, yeah, I forgot that I was only going to get pumped twice, so... Yeah, huge misplay. I messed it up. Skewed Swarm, I need to kill. Although now he can make 2 copies after he landfalls. Please no land. Please no land. Please no land. No land. Okay, I dodged a bullet there. The Scoop Form does need to die though. So The 4/4 is still a problem, but I can kill a Scoot Swarm at least. Thwart the Grave? That's even better. So... yeah, let's just get rid of this while I can. I also don't mind just attacking for 4/2 because I can just get this back. But I'd rather just get the Thundering Spark Mage back. I guess I'll attack for 3 in the air. And I might even chump with the Spark Mage just to bring it back with Thwart. Since I can bring back a Wizard and then a Rogue. And then I can take out the Flyer maybe. I'm fine chumping here just so I can bring a nice Thwart back. And prevent myself from falling too far behind. Guess I can just play everything, right? Oops. What the hell? What the hell? What? Ah, this is so dumb. I messed this up badly. Yeah, this is bad. I messed this one up badly. Okay, I'm just gonna concede. That was just double clicking. I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm supposed to take out the Flyer here. I could have stabilized. Oh, I need to stop clicking like an idiot. Okay, this could have been maybe a win, but okay, I'm just playing really badly. Sorry, that was just a huge misclicking, like twice, I think. Just huge misclicks. Obviously, I want to bring back the Sky Dancer and the Thundering Spark Mage, but to take out the Flyer and then maybe I could just like stabilize the ground from there on out. But that was bad. I'm sorry. So I do need to be pretty concise and accurate with my clicking, otherwise I'm going to get heavily punished. Like that previous match. But that match was definitely winnable if I didn't click like an idiot. Because the Thundering Spark Mage would have came in and killed the Tazim Raptor, unless he had some way to pump it. And then I would have 4 creatures on the battlefield while he only have 2. Let's not make any more misclicks. Okay, let's not mess this one up. Because I just went down a game when I could have went 7-1, but I misclicked. Okay, we have a 2-drop. The rest of this stuff is expensive, but we're on the play, so this can go bad or this can go good, depending on my next couple of draw steps. Hopefully I have more time to draw more lands. Okay, this can go really bad. So this is going to become a 2-3. He can attack me for 2. I guess we'll be exchanging blows unless he plays a giant wall here. No blocks. Okay, I guess we're not getting past this. Although the Blood Priest is quite nice because now I can attack past it. Yeah, this is 2, right? So it's a 3-powered creature. Alright, makes sense. Yeah, that last game I misclicked attacking 3 power into a 4 toughness, and then I also misclicked bringing back only the Thundering Spark Mage, so... I'm fine just taking 2 or even 3 from here, because I can just swing back for a ton unless he has some blockers to follow up. But obviously I missed some land drops, so I'm not in the best position. This does imply he has something, so I need to top deck a land to maybe answer this. So 2 mana, maybe a Roll Eruption, spare supplies instead, that's reasonable. And hopefully I can vanquish this. So lucky top decks, the game loves me. Yeah, I should be able to outrace the opponent here by hitting him for 5 instead of... So yeah, the Ukum Hellhound definitely overrated. Everyone thought this would be one of the best red commons in the set, but it seems like the Grotag Bugcatcher did a much more reasonable job. Probably attack for 2 and keep the 1/3 back, which I'm assuming he's going to do. I could just Deadly Alliance this, like, it's not a bad idea. Since honestly, I mean, if I attack here and he trades, I won't even have the party discount, so I think I just go for it. Because I'm missing my land drops and I really need to hit him, so might as well go for 3 here and say go. But I am burning my removal spells. If he plays like a giant bomb or like a big flyer, I should be in trouble. So hopefully no 4/4. He might just sack this, which I'm fine with. Because I'm definitely missing my land drops and that's really hurting. Because once I'm able to play my Scorch Rider, I might be able to stabilize against him. Against this dumb Hellhound, but I'm only taking 2 per turn, which is nothing. He could have the 1/1 Flash guy. Alright, okay, I guess I can play this out. And even if he has a 1/1 Flash guy, I mean, I can still trample over for a bit of damage. I'm definitely going to attack. Sure. I mean, I can still attack him for 3. And if he brings the 1/1 Flash guy, I guess I can still kill the Flash guy. I mean, there's no reason not to attack, to be honest here. I guess trigger on a stack, he can use like a bounce spell to bounce this back and lock this down, which can be really annoying, but this is still attacking for 3, so he's probably just going to stack the spare supplies and take 3. So, we'll see. I mean, I guess, yeah, no trample, but I'd still kill this thing, which is annoying. So please have nothing and just sack the spare supplies and draw a card. You could have like Into the Royal, we'll see. Maybe the Spell Shield. Could just be the Spell Shield here. I'm so glad he just anti-cognition this away. Alright, he had it anyways, that's really annoying, but at least it doesn't kill it. Because he could have done this before blocks and I would have maybe arranged the 1/1 first, but... And I'm hoping he doesn't mill away my lands as well, so... Yeah, it's not going to die, but that's fine. Just need a land off the top so I can play my Scorch Rider, please. Okay, no. Luckily those weren't lands, so I actually don't mind this mill. Next turn I could trade for the 1/1, but probably not because I want to keep my full party. So I'm fine just taking like 4 next turn if he goes for it, or even 2, or even 3. Because he's at 7, which is pretty low anyways. And then my Scorch Rider might be able to block from there on out. He's also stuck at 2 cards. We have some ways to refuel. So we're still doing alright. I can even trade for the 1/1. But he probably has a follow-up here. So is he just trying to free roll me? Probably. Nah, let's just take it. Doesn't seem worth it. This is a pump trick, maybe an inordinate rage here. Sure. I mean, still not going to kill me, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I do need to be a little bit careful here. Although the 2/1's not even going to attack quite well. So did he keep it on top? Probably has a removal spell. I just need to hit my land drops, please, game. I guess he might have a Tazim Royal Mage getting back his spells. And he needs to also hit his land drop consistently. Okay, he doesn't have one. Alright, land is good, so now we can stabilize a bit. Alright, so he's going to be in trouble if he doesn't top deck some stuff, because I'm just going to keep deploying stuff. And I'll just trade my 2-1 for the 2-1, to be honest, and I can still block off most of his garbage. 2 on top, so he has an answer, maybe like a bubble snare, and I'm fine trading off my 2-1 for the 2-1. Okay, knew it. Okay, at least I'll just be taking 2, or just taking 1. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a reasonable attack. I guess it is. Yep, this is definitely trading. I think I'll still keep this back. Like, I can attack for 2, but in case he has some sort of dumb trick again, I think I need to just stay put. Yeah, this is a fine card. I can kill it, hopefully, if I top deck a land next turn. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. Land is good, so now my Silencer can take out the 3-2. And I can also attack for lethal. Yep. He can double block, I can take out the Cleric and get in for 4. And then he needs to also keep up a blocker for the 3-2 next turn, so I think we got this. He definitely needs to block here, so he won't have enough power even if he landfalls the Akum Hellhelm. So this is definitely not a good 1-drop in the set. The Bug Catcher basically took the spot. And Party's more emphasized, I think, a little bit more in this set than Landfall, so opponent's hoping he finds some sort of top deck. But yeah, this isn't going to do it. We got him. Yep, don't want landfall creatures in the party deck, so we got him. Let's do an overview of this deck, and I'm just going to put on my descriptions. I made some dumb misclicks, so please bear with me. I'm just kind of tired right now, and I just got my butt totally smashed by Theros Beyond Death, so to speak, metaphorically speaking, not literally. So, yeah, anyways, overview of the deck. 17 lands, still managed to do fine since we're playing Silencer, and then like Zagros and Thwart are most likely going to get a discount. So it was possible running 16 lands in this deck, but I think 17 was still fine, just to ensure I hit my land drops. There was a chance I could have kicked my Scorch Rider, which I only kicked 1 game, I think. Blood Price was kind of pricey too, it's fine going 17. What else? I also wanted to hit my 3 drops consistently, need the extra mana for Sneaking Guide, and potentially a Teeter Peak Ambusher or Royal Eruption kicked, as well as Blood Beckoning. So, you know, the deck isn't... You can definitely run away with 16 lands in a deck like this, to be honest. It didn't necessarily need 17, so I could have like maybe cut a land for a spare supplies, but I just wanted to ensure that I could, you know, at least hit my land drops to curve out, because I had a pretty decent curve of creatures. So in terms of removal, what are they? There's the Deadly Alliance, there's the Drana Silencer, Thundering Spark Mage as our creature-based removal, Molten Blast, which is not great, but still fine having 1 copy of, Vanquish the Weak, and Royal Eruption. Our card draw / recursion and value cards are the Thwart the Grave, the Blood Beckoning, and the Blood Priced. So yeah, just a decent curve out of stuff. Our weapon is a Ravager's Mace, which, you know, some of the pros have definitely underestimated. They say this card is really medium, but if you can assemble a full party, just giving a creature menace and a lot of power can definitely be difficult to deal with. So I do like the Ravager's Mace as a signpost uncommon for the decks. So yeah, there you have it. We didn't have too many wizards, but once we had the Thundering Spark Mage, like, most of the time we had like a full party assembled, so it either did like 3 or 4 damage, but even then, this entering the battlefield, being able to deal 2 damage, usually just killed something, and then with cards like Blood Beckon and Thwart the Grave bring the Thundering Spark Mage back, it was quite powerful. I mean, it's the same argument with the, same same logic with the Drawn the Silencer, but although the Spark Mage is obviously better. But yeah, pretty solid, nice 7-win run, nice 7-win quick draft. So let's hit her done. And crack some Zendikar Rising packs here. And move on. And now I can finally do a Premier Draft. Although I prefer to do just Premier Draft Zendikar Rising, since after doing the Theros Beyond Death, everyone somehow just had all the broken stuff. So yeah, pack 1, pick 1. Probably just take the Verazil Split Currents. Go my Fat Vanguard. Great if you can play this in like a heavy Warriors deck, most likely gonna be red-white, but still kind of committal, and you know, it's a fine card, but you wouldn't want to play this in every red deck. Definitely not in the red Wizards deck. Definitely doesn't seem great in the red Party decks. Better in just pure red-white straight-up Warriors. Skyclave GOB, pretty decent card, 3-mana 3/1, most likely just a 3-mana 5/3 trample, which is quite strong, but I have to state, again, like there's just too many ways that can punish 1 toughness in this set. Black tends to have a Subtle Strike at common, which answers the Skyclave Geopede. And the fact that this doesn't keep permanent counters, unlike the Scythe Cat, makes it a very valid target for Subtle Strike. Yes, Black is really just incredibly powerful in this set, and they have all their great removal spells at common. Usually, like in Black, they might even main deck 2 Subtle Strikes, and just playing too much 1 toughness creatures like Skyclave can definitely be detrimental. And again, I've stated multiple times that Party is more emphasized than Landfall in this set, so Skyclave GOP does go down in value, but it's definitely a solid uncommon, but I really am down on the Landfall creatures, to be honest. I think the best Landfall creature is at common is probably just the Scythe Cat and the Canopy Baloth, which are both in green. The red Akum Hellhound, as you saw from our previous game, just didn't do much, and GOP again at 1 toughness gets punished. The Feldar is fine, but it's still kind of clunky at 4 mana. But here's just an easy Verazol. Best commons again, like Cell Strike is decent, is good. Synchronized Spellcraft is okay. 5 mana deal 4 damage is fine, but usually 5 mana is a lot. But it's nice to have at least 1 copy. I would definitely play one in our Black-Red Party deck, just because it can deal some face damage, which can be kind of relevant. And then Gnarlid, decent common, flexible. Best in the Black-Green +1/+1 counters deck and the Kickers decks. Definitely not super amazing in every green deck, especially one that's emphasizing on Party. But yeah, Verazol's a bomb if you can. I mean, even then, it will still keep the 2 counters that you cast for the green and the blue mana. And then just by whenever you just kick a spell, you can duplicate it, which is incredibly powerful by just minusing 2 counters from this. And then it's just a large creature, you know. And with cards like Gnarl Colony giving a trample and the Haggard Constrictor giving a menace, it's even better. So yeah, Verazol is a bomb. Easy pack 1, pick 1. And then here, I do like the Soaring Thought Thief a lot better than Feed the Swarm and Maddening Cacophony. Zoft's consumption is also quite good, but I think I'm willing to forego the flexibility of the Pixar and just take a Soaring Thought Thief just as an excellent uncommon. Like, not only is this an enabler for the Rogues Mill deck, but also a great payoff by enhancing all your Rogues once they have 8 into their graveyard. This card is just very good. Like, Feed the Swarm is a good removal spell, don't get me wrong, it would keep us flexible, but again, like, it has its downsides. You just lose life, and it's also sorcery speed. But the fact that this can also answer like enchantments like Nahiri's Binding and Bubble Snare can be pretty solid. So, I mean, it'd probably be like Soaring Thought Thief as a pick, and then Feed the Swarm, and then both of these, like, I would consider. Maddening Cacophony is okay, but usually in the blue-black mill deck, with the Rogues, there's enough mill at common with cards like Namana Skydancer, again, Soaring Thought Thief as the uncommon, the Shadow Stinger, the Glacial Grasp, and cards like Mind Drain, which enables a graveyard that you don't really need the Mana Cacophony to mill 8, because it's going to happen anyways, and like using 2 mana not developing the board is not super amazing. But I mean, I would definitely play this if it was late in the pack and I was already in the blue-black mill deck as a nice just as a nice bonus for the deck, but it's not like a necessary component. But yeah, Soaring Thought Thief, definitely a powerful uncommon and easy first pick. And the blue-black mill deck is quite strong too. I think it's definitely one of the top tier archetypes along with the blue-green kicker and a black-white life gain deck. But it has its weaknesses. The blue-black mill deck, creatures are quite small, so if you're playing against a deck that's looking to play large ground creatures like in green and you give them trample, it's definitely difficult to win. So there you have it. There's our quick bot draft. Hopefully I can maybe fire off a premier draft and not get run over and lose all my gems. So yep, there you have it. And hope you guys didn't, I mean, hope my second to last game wasn't so embarrassing to watch since I did some terrible misclicks. But yeah, in the meantime, hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.